Have you ever felt like you're waiting for your real life to begin? You have plans, you have ideas, you know you're capable of more, yet somehow months turn into years and very little actually changes. You keep telling yourself that one day you'll become more disciplined, more focused, more successful, but that day never seems to arrive. Most people look at this pattern and call it laziness. But psychology suggests something deeper. Sometimes the real struggle isn't a lack of motivation, it's an unconscious resistance to responsibility, a part of the mind that wants growth, success, and freedom, but fears the commitments and discomfort that come with them. Carl Jung described a similar pattern through the concept of the puer aeternus, or the eternal child. Not someone who is weak, not someone who lacks potential, but someone who remains attached to possibility while avoiding the reality that turns possibility into achievement. And when this pattern goes unnoticed, it can quietly shape an entire life. The signs aren't always obvious. In fact, many of them look completely normal from the outside. Number 1, they are addicted to possibilities. The idea of success feels exciting. The idea of a new business, a new career path, or a major life change creates a rush of motivation. But when that excitement is replaced by routine, effort, and repetition, their enthusiasm fades. They enjoy imagining the future more than building it, and over time, possibilities become a substitute for progress. Number 2, they protect their potential instead of testing it. This is where procrastination becomes more than a productivity problem. Sometimes it's an ego protection strategy, because as long as a goal remains unfinished, there's always the comforting belief that success would have happened if they had truly committed. Starting means facing reality, and reality can challenge the image they've built of themselves. So they stay in preparation mode rather than risking disappointment. Number 3, they escape discomfort instead of confronting it. Whenever life becomes stressful, uncertain, or demanding, they instinctively look for distractions. Hours disappear into scrolling, gaming, videos, or endless entertainment. The issue isn't the activity itself. The issue is using it to avoid uncomfortable emotions. Psychologists call this avoidance coping, a pattern where temporary relief is chosen over long-term growth. Number 4, they struggle with commitment, not because they don't want success, relationships, or stability, but because commitment closes other doors. Every serious decision requires giving something up, and for the eternal child, that feels threatening. So instead of choosing a direction and growing through it, they keep searching for the perfect option that doesn't exist. Number 5, they often blame circumstances more than they examine themselves. Life is difficult, challenges are real, but when every setback is explained by bad luck, other people, or unfair conditions, personal growth slows down. Psychologist Julian Rotter's work on locus of control found that people who believe they can influence their outcomes are far more likely to take meaningful action. Responsibility can feel heavy, but it also creates change. Number 6, they wait until they feel ready. They think confidence should come first, then action. But that's rarely how growth works. Confidence is usually the result of action, not the prerequisite for it. The longer they wait to feel prepared, the longer life remains on hold. And this may be the most important sign. They live in a future version of themselves, the person they'll become, the things they'll achieve, the life they'll eventually build. But while they're imagining tomorrow, today's opportunities quietly pass by. They become spectators of their own lives instead of participants. The good news is that this pattern isn't permanent, because the opposite of the eternal child isn't becoming boring or losing your dreams. It's learning to give those dreams structure. Potential becomes powerful only when it meets action, and maturity isn't about having everything figured out. It's about taking responsibility for the next step. So here's a question. Are you still waiting for life to begin, or have you already started building it?